Kane, it's 1-0. We're fucking down. 13th in the championship. The takeover happened, as I said it would. People will be... Oh, when have we got Leeds? Kane, it's 1-0. We're fucking down. 13th in the championship. The takeover happened, as I said it would. People will be... Oh, when have we got Leeds? Take two, Famalam. Take two, Famalam. I hope you are all doing well. And before we go any further, I'm just going to put out a public service announcement. If you don't want to be here, then fuck off. Big up to my man, Captain Liam Cooper, addressing the team after Spurs, saying, if you don't want to be here, then get the out of here. And I rate it and I respect it and I like it. The guy's our leader, right? Okay, say what you want about his footballing ability and all this sort of stuff, but he does get it. I know it's a cliche, but he does get it. Leeds through and through till the bitter end, and he'll sit on the bench. He'll be happy, yeah? I think he'll start personally, but he wants to be here. And people like Aylin and that, exactly the same. And now we're seeing Rats leaving a sinking ship. We're expecting Vorba to be announced today for his move to Mönchengladbach. We've seen Brendan Risley-Paper Aronson exit the football club. Rasmus, worst Premier League right-back ever to ever grace the league from Moments FC. All he can do is scream and shout. At least with Pontus, when he screamed and shouted, he actually was a good defender. This guy does nothing. He's left. Diego Llorente. I don't even know what he manages to meg himself. He's left. Who else has gone? I mean, Weston, where are you, McKennie? Like, Weston never turned up for Leeds United. McKennie, gone. You know what I mean? If you don't want to be here, then get out. Then get out. And I rate that, you know, and that's what Liam said in a foul mouth rant. Donny White says Sentiment FC. You want to say that, bro, but he cares. He cares. You say Sentiment FC, but my response to you would be, what about those that aren't Sentiment FC? Where are they? Where are they right now? They've exited your football club. Gone. Left. Some of them have even said to you, Donny, oh, yeah, I want to stay. And then when another club's come, they've gone, yeah, I'll go. Yeah, I'll go now. So come on. Call it Sentiment FC any way you want. But at the end of the day, these players want to stay and represent your football club and know what it means to represent your football club. So put some respect on Liam Cooper's name. That's what I'll say. Yeah. I think that's fair enough. Okay. So there's loads to get into, but first and foremost, big shout out to the man, Liam Cooper. Yeah. For telling them, get on your bike. And a lot of them have listened, and a lot of them have done that. And that's fair, because I don't want people here who are only here as bit part players, you know? And this is the thing. These players, when we had 4 games left, or when Big Sam came in, etc., they already knew they had loan clauses. Their agents were probably already speaking to them, saying, don't sweat it, folks. I've got you a loan lined up. Don't worry about it. This is facts. Whereas Liam and that, they were here. They were here. So, yeah. JGZ, counter-narrative. He says, Cooper was dire last season. He's been triped for years. He waited for the season to be over before saying something meaningful, yet people are hyped about him. He's rubbish and needs to be gone. Okay, there is that as well, because I've seen it with Poveda. I've seen people gassing up Poveda like he's the second coming of, I don't know. And it's like, it's one game. It's not even a game. It's 45 minutes. Just cool it. Daniel Farker poured water on it as well. But I'm guilty of it. You're right. I'm never going to say that I'm not. Because I am. I'm fickle. All football fans are, and I'm a passion merchant. Not all football fans are. Sometimes I struggle to look at it objectively because I love some of these players. But and maybe I have an agenda against Pavetta because I called him Somerville. No, yeah. What did I call him? Yeah, I just said he was rubbish. Basically, he's had 45 minutes, and all I see is, oh, Pavetta, yeah, man, he's going to have a great season. But Daniel Farker quickly poured water on it, and I think it's mad. Yeah, like's being said here. People saying Pavetta will be the answer, and we don't now need a number 10 is just stupid, isn't it? If you're saying that, that's fine, and I don't mean to be personal towards you by saying it's stupid, but we do need a number 10 of sufficient quality. Pavetta's played well for 45 minutes. He's not the answer. If he's the answer, then what's the bloody question is what I want to know. Jay says, ought to know better, Ian Pavetta, breakout season. I hope you're right, mate, but he struggled to have a breakout season at Blackpool. He struggled to have a breakout season at Blackburn. I know he was injured, maybe, but he's struggled to have a breakout season at every single football club he's played for. So I don't know why 45 minutes gives us the impression that he's going to break out this season. That's what I'm saying about us gassing up. But I hope he does. I hope I'm wrong. But listen, I don't want to go too much into last night's game because the final word's back tonight at 8:30, full house, as is always the case. The evening after the game, 8:30 p.m. Myself, Joe, Max, Kate, Luke, and what other? Because Rocco's out, Rocco's away. Will be chatting about the game, so I don't want to jump too much into that. This is lunchtime lead, so this is going to be focused mainly on transfers. Now, he didn't quite make the thumbnail because the news broke after the fact. But Fabrizio Romano on his Here We Go podcast was asked a question by an American, standard, about Tyler Adams because he's their captain. I get it. And he was asked, is he going to stick around? He's a Liverpool fan. He was asking about Tyler Adams. But we get they follow their players. Here's what it is. If I'm ringing up Fabrizio Romano, I'm not going, oh, just on the off chance, what's happening with Harry Kane? I don't give a shit. I don't care what's happening on my Harry Kane, but it's different. It's different. But they asked about Tyler Adams, and he said, look, there is a concrete chance he leaves the football club. Okay, there's Premier League interest in Tyler Adams, and Tyler Adams wants to stay in the Premier League. Fabrizio Romano went on record as to say he's had approaches from the Bundesliga and turned them down because he wants to stay in England. So Tyler Adams could be on his way out. A lot of people look at the injury, and we spoke about it before, and it was same with Harrison. I'm not too sure. I mean, hopefully it does keep them around because if they come back in September, then we're going to get them at least till January. But the thing is, he's already on the grass. He's already close to being ready. So other teams will take a look at that and say, listen, we've only got to wait 2 weeks and then he's fit. So let's just sign him now. You know what I mean? So it looks like Tyler Adams could be one for the exit. We're running out of loan slots. We'll find out what happens with Oba, but I think that's another loan, which means we'll only have one left on the international market. Then again, it's a domestic loan if it is a loan. But you'd look to probably move him on permanently because he doesn't have one of them clauses. So show me the money. You know what I mean? The thing is, I love Tyler Adams, but I think he's very replaceable. People might disagree, but I do. I think we've already seen with Ethan Ampadu just what qualities he's got. I'd like someone more box-to-box, a natural number 8 to play alongside him because I think Ampadu can do that deep line midfielder role better than Tyler Adams. Don't shoot the messenger. I do. And the reason I say that is, okay, Tyler Adams is deceptively quick, can cover ground really, really quick. He's good at breaking up play. So defensively, maybe not so. But in terms of distribution, Ampadu's levels above Adams. And I mean that with all the respect in the world, but Adams isn't a great passer of the ball. Ampadu has that in his locker. We've seen yesterday, even when he was... I mean, someone did make the point to me yesterday that having Adams allows Ampadu to play more in that advanced role, and we've seen him at times playing more in that advanced role, but I'd like someone like a Glenn Kamara alongside Ampadu. And that means you're going to get quite a bit of money in for Adams as well. Of course, if he stays, it'd be class, but I don't know. I don't think it's as bad or catastrophic as some would believe. I think it'd be more catastrophic for us right now to lose Sinistero. He is the one for me that I want to keep hold of the most. I think if I could pick one, it would be Sinistero because I think in the Championship he absolutely lights it up. No one comes close to him. For me. Yeah, Jamie, I hear you about depth and that. I'm talking in hypothetical. If he was to leave, he is replaceable. I'm not saying get rid. You know what I mean? I'm not for any stretch of the imagination saying get rid. I'm just talking about him per se. If he was to leave, is easily replaceable for me. So there's also been chat about Pascal Struijk potentially leaving the football club. I'd heard some time ago when Voba and him both said, "Look, we'd be open to leave." I think Club Bruges have made an approach which was hastily knocked back. There's been a lot of miscommunication this morning. Some saying the deal was on, it wasn't on, and then it quickly changed. Just bear with me. Just one moment. I'm just going to get the tweets up. There's been a lot, so we'll have a look at the tweets in question. I'll just have to quickly translate them. So it came out that the Club Bruges had, just bear me one moment and I'll share my screen with you so you can see it. So this came, this was at 10:05. Club Bruges will attempt to take over half Belgian Pascal Struijk from Leeds. Okay. Then we got this one here. That's about another midfielder, actually. And then Thomas Taki from H&L Sports says, information about Struijk is partially correct. Club Bruges made an attempt to bring the Dutchman from Leeds, but that option turned out to be far too expensive. Never say never, but in principle, the defender will not come to the club. Okay. So it looks like Leeds United have battered off any interest or put a transfer figure in place for Club Bruges that's meant they've gone, no, we can't reach that. Yeah, no, we can't. We can't reach that payment that you're asking for, which is good because what it does is means Leeds are being shrewd and saying to football clubs, if you want our man, you've got to pay. You've got to pay. We've only got 3 centre backs. You know, Daniel Farker spoke on this yesterday. We've only got 3 centre backs. So Sam, who says, for example, Struijk can go just for me. We've only got 3 centre backs. I'd like him to stay personally because he can play on the left. We need a right centre back, and hopefully that's Nat Phillips. There's been talk in the YEP this morning that a lot of deals are expected to be done this week because Premier League clubs are returning from pre-season and therefore putting forward their squad lists. Obviously, you're allowed to name however many, I can't remember now on FM, but you've got to register so many players. And at that point, there'll be players exempt from that squad who, so take Man United, for example. They were light, they used Johnny Evans in pre-season. Johnny Evans isn't going to earn a contract at Man United, I dare say. Okay. So what might happen is he then becomes available, right? This is what I'm saying. So with that, you might then, because Nat Phillips might have been used in pre-season, although I read this morning he hasn't been used once, but he might have been needed to bolster out the pre-season squad while Jurgen Klopp assessed his options. They've had a lot going on as well with Jordan Henderson, Fabinho leaving the football club to Saudi. They're then looking to, so Nat Phillips is probably to the back of their mind, if you like. We even seen with Newcastle, Carl Darlow went out to America only to be told, right, get you sent back. Do you see what I'm saying? So when Liverpool return, maybe that, because I still think that Nat Phillips is bound for Leeds United, as is Kamara at Rangers, because these players haven't moved anywhere. And the only names really mentioned has been ourselves. And the other clubs that they've been mentioned to move to have not pushed the button on them. So I think we're getting them in. Yeah. So Nat Phillips, Creswell, Struijk and Cooper as a 4 in the Championship. I think it's good. I think it's good. Had Voba not left, maybe moving on Struijk might have been a good idea. I think transfer market he's ranked about 18 mil. Like Leeds United might have said to them, listen, if you want Pascal, he's got good potential. He almost was called up to the Holland squad. He's a young lad. Yeah. You know, this is what you want. We want 2025 with significant add-ons, and Club Brugge have gone, too expensive for us. All right, okay. Well, he's staying put. And I get the impression with Pascal, he's not going to push through for a move. I get that impression. But we'll wait and see. Theo says Creswell almost as experienced as Nat. Don't know if I agree with that, Theo. I agree with a lot with what you say, but I don't think I agree with that. Just games, okay. But Nat Phillips played in the Champions League for Liverpool. Cruyff turning, Zlatan Ibrahimovic at the San Siro. There's levels of experience. So yeah, he's played alongside Virgil van Dijk. He's played alongside Mo Salah. He goes up against Mo Salah in training, etc. It's a different kind of experience for me. Darren Smith, big up to you. He says, afternoon, Joe. Yeah, seen the article, said at the start, and I'll say it again. If you don't want to be here, get the fuck out of here. 5 signings does it for me. Well, I think your man Farker's been pretty bullish, hasn't he? And said, that we do need bodies. We do need bodies. We need a goalkeeper. Cal Darlow should be announced today if the medical all goes to plan. You maybe reckon in the evening, if not Tuesday morning. Tuesday, is it? It's not even Monday, is it? It's fucking Friday. It's Friday. I said Tuesday evening like it's Monday. What's going on? I think it's because we played yesterday. Big up to everyone that watched me on the watch along. And I was out the night before. So, I had my curry. It's very hot though. Very, very hot. But it is what it is. We move because the garlic naan was nectar, as was the onion barges. I love that. Striker a priority. Yeah, what do we make to Paddy? We're going to talk about this on the final word actually, because it's linked to the game. I don't want to do too much on that, but yeah, he did this. Now there's a lot of fans saying, "Oh, it was a lot of fans on Twitter, by the way, who I don't think were at the game, saying that it was said to the Forest fans. But if you look at the clip, it's all the LEEDS flags. It's all the LEEDS flags. Such and such whites, such and such whites, not Forest flags. So why when they were there? I don't know. But listen, it's pre-season chill. Damien says, Paddy, as a backup, I need a clinical 20-plus season striker. I agree with you. Is Joel Pirro that man? If he's backup, I don't mind. Yeah, he should be backup, I think, as well. But yeah, Struijk looked like he could have... It looked like Club Brugge were making advances now, but the guy, Thomas Taki, I think, came out and said, no, look, yeah, there was interest there, but Leeds United put too much of a price on it, and that's totally fine. Just everyone's I'm just having a look at everyone's griefing me over listening to Fabrizio Romano at 1.5 speed. I have said before that this guy speaks fast, and I listen to a lot of podcasts, so I do listen to them fast. So yeah, yeah, that's true. Right. So as well, what I want to touch on as well, we've been linked to a midfield at a winger. Not that we need anymore. Although what's going on with Nonto, by the way? Nonto, I don't know. I don't know what he did yesterday. Let's just have a look. I just want to get the lad's name up again. Just one moment. Where is it now? What's the winger called that we're linked to? My apologies, folks. I did think I had it saved in my bookmarks, but got rid of it. Someone tagged me in it. I'll find it. Where is it in? See fan zone, is it? Let's have a look. Can anyone? What's the guy called now? No, not Ryan Fraser. Amzu, that's it. This guy here. Amuzu. Let's have a look. Again, first time I've mentioned it. It might just be poor. Francis Amuzu, Leeds United. This was just an hour ago, so let's have a look. Anderlecht man. A few clubs linked to him. Let me just share the screen so you can take a look. Francis Amzu. Was it Jack Clark? No, I think he's on his way to Burnley, isn't he? Got a good deal. Okay, Leeds United amongst 3 clubs wanting Anderlecht man. Belgium's brace for bid. So Anderlecht winger Francis Amzu is towards the top of Leeds United's transfer wish list this summer, while Nice and Luton are also keen. The Whites have lost a host of players. Further attacking options are crucial for Farke. And the Anderlecht's 23-year-old Amzu has managed to pique Leeds' interest with his performances last season. He now has interest from the Whites, along with Nice and Luton, according to the Belgian daily newspaper Het Nieuwsblad. It's been suggested that one of 3 clubs are preparing a bid for Amzu and has now made 200 appearances for Anderlecht. No offer has been made up to this point. He has experience playing in the Europa Conference League, provided assists against Villarreal and AZ Alkmaar. Francis Amzu, not another winger. Exactly, man. This is what I'm saying. I'm not sure about that link, if I'm being totally honest. Joshua said, are you surprised we didn't go? Yeah, Jamal Lewis, Jamaica Lewis. Jamaica Lewis. Yeah, Jamal Lewis. Yeah, well, this is the thing, isn't it? I think the fact that Nick Hammond would have been aware of his availability and didn't go for him says Leeds United are looking elsewhere for a left back, especially when you consider Farke's worked with him before, etc. So, one to think about. But we need. For me, I think we said before, and I asked the question on one of the late night leads. I think it was the last one we did about which position's the highest priority, and I have changed my opinion now. It is a 10. We need a creative force in there because Joffy was, meh. We don't have a creative 10 unless he sees Amzu as it, but I just don't see the links to Amzu being credible. Jamie says, I don't actually see us signing a left back, Joe. Byram and Hjelder. Byram, by the way, he had a good game, folks. He did have a good game. He looked better than Hjelder for me. Yeah, so I don't mind that. Although, maybe we will make do. Maybe we will make do, Jamie, which is a bit mad, isn't it? Like, what's going on? I thought we'd have loads of cash, me. Yeah. I think, yeah. I don't know. I don't know. Simply for his injury record, I think we need someone else, says Jamie, and that's on the Byram stuff. Potentially, mate. Potentially, it's a bit of a mad one. But listen, it's what are we now? We're single figures now, right? Are we 9 days away from the start of the season? It's going to start ramping up. I'm looking forward to it, of course. I know you will be too. Just 9 days away, I think. Let me just double check. Obviously, the championship starts before that, but our first game is 9 days away. Wow, 9 days away, folks. 216 hours, 1 week and 2 days. There you go. 9 days away. Charlie, I don't think anyone's saying we're skint. I don't think we're saying we're skint. I'm not saying that. But it looks like they're not just spending the cash at will. Do you know what I mean? Like, this is the thing. If you listen to the Square Ball pod that was on the other day, it was great. It was funny. So funny, this episode. Don't change the name, Parag! That was Moscow. It just had me howling. That I kept listening to it back. But what was I going to say? You can circumvent profit and sustainability by just spending a load of cash and going up. Do you know what I mean? So that's what you can do, is go, do you know what? We're not going to be here for 3 years. So we're going to spend all the money and get straight out of the division. Which you could do. Of course, that's massive risk. But so is this way. Either way, it's risk, isn't it? Risk versus reward. Moscow was very cynical, but very, very funny on that episode. I know it's FFP Fergal, but for me, it's like just circumvent it. You know, just go, do you know what? I'm just going to... that's what Villa did, says Lee. That's what I'm saying. Other clubs have done it. Derby tried to do it. And look what happened there. And that's the risk, you know. But that's the aggressive wage budget, this. I don't think that's come to fruition up to this point. And the Darlow deal's been paid for by the VOBA loan. And even the signature of Ampadu, if you consider that we got 3 million for Rodrigo and then loads of loan fees with the likes of Aronson, Koch, all these people, Christensen, Llorente, it'll have all helped towards that as well. So that's the thing, isn't it? That is the thing. So we'll have to wait and see. We'll have to wait and see. But again, it is very, very quiet, if you like. But we've already seen the 49ers move in silence, don't they? They move in silence. They don't, you know, they're not out there swinging the widgets about saying, look at us, you know? Are they? And that's the bottom line. Because Stone Cold said so. I think my thing's broke as well. Listen to this. Can you hear what I can hear? Can you hear that? Or did you hear it clearly? Because something's not right. Everything's falling apart. I feel like I'm falling to bits as well. Broken. Yeah, broken. It is, isn't it? I know. That's why I was a little bit late. Something's all over the shop. Yeah, it's all a bit of a mad one. All a bit of a mad one. But yeah, listen, folks. That was lunchtime Leeds. I don't even think there's much more for us to go on. We're waiting for Darlow to be signed. Pascal Struijk, it looked like he was heading for the exit, and then we found out that that was old hat. Liam Cooper's been flexing his muscles, and I love it. Big up Captain Coops. This winger, I just don't believe it's a credible link, if I'm being totally honest. Yeah, I don't know really what's moving. I'm expecting Darlow to come tonight. If not, it'll be first thing Monday. We might get a late announcement for Darlow. But other than that, it's pretty thin on the ground. And listen, we've got 9 days out, haven't we? We do play Sunday. I'll be doing a watch along for that game on Sunday. Remember, you can obviously, we'll have an announcement at 2 p.m. on Sunday for the opportunity to win a Wilfred Nonto signed Leeds United shirt. There it is. You get here's mine because I kept one for myself. This is mine. And you do get the certificate of authenticity. Okay. To say that it was kosher and it wasn't just me knocking them up in my backyard. So yeah, you can do that. There's a link on my Twitter, and I'll also pin it here. Actually, just bear me 1 second, because all you need to do is go through to the link, follow me on Twitter, follow Football Prizes, and also subscribe. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. There's the link there, Rafflecopter. Okay, you just go through to that, and once you do that, you'll be able to. Someone says, is it XL? Because I'm massive. Are you going to wear it, NJ1, with his signature on? Are you going to wear it, or are you going to keep it special? I'll tell you the size though, broski. It's a medium. This is a medium. UK medium, yeah. UK medium. But there you go. And there's it on the back. But yeah, if you want to be in with the chance of doing that, click that link, do what it asks, and you'll be entered into the draw. And that'll be announced on Sunday. Remember, I'll be back tonight at 8:30. Myself, Joe, Kate, Max, Luke from Ought to Know Better. There you go. That's your final word crew tonight. We don't have no Rocco because Rocco is away. He's always working away as a salesman, isn't it? Tom Johansson gave me a super chat earlier. I forgot. He said today's paycheck from the Norwegian Sovereign Wealth Fund. Thank you, Tom Johansson. You're a legend. I love you. Andrea, yeah. Because what I want to do is separate final word and late night leads. So maybe Andrea. Yeah, it's better to have 6 in it. I'll sort it out. Remember this week as well, at some point, we'll have the return. We'll have the return of the White Rose rivals. I'm considering a late entrance from Middlesbrough because everyone just keeps mentioning Middlesbrough, and that'll give us 6. But I don't know what to do yet. But that'll be back this week. We'll be giving our predictions for the championship season, where each team's going to finish, who's going to win the league, who's going to be promoted, and who's going to be relegated. Okay, so we're going to be doing that. So make sure you join us for that. So White Rose rivals, probably Wednesday or Thursday, because the games kick off next week. You'll have a preview. I'll speak to a Cardiff fan. So much to go through. Transfer videos, watch-alongs. Everything's happening. Everything's happening on the Just Joe Football Show, so keep it locked. But as I say, if anything does happen on the fly, you know I will bring it to you. Check this new little addition here as well, by the way. Rocco Dean, our very own Rocco Dean, sent it me. Bielsa versus the Premier League, one of his many books that he's authored. So yeah, big up to Rocco Dean who sent me that. Some great pictures in there as well of Mr. Rocco Dean and his little one and that. That's class. Post-match Pablo party. Yeah, it's really, really cool. Yeah, some great pics and whatnot. So, Joe, but where are 5 or 6 signings coming from? I don't know, mate. If I knew that, I'd be a very rich man. Would I be a rich man? I don't know. I'd just have loads of ITK info. I wouldn't mind. Yeah, DFG. I would take Maitland-Niles in a stretch 100%, but I don't see that one happening. Danny, I'll be okay reading it. If not, mate, I'll give you a call and you can read it to me. Yeah. But yeah, listen, smash a like on the video. Thanks for everyone subscribing to the channel, showing your love and support as always. Join us at 8:30. Okay, we'll be back at 8:30 to discuss yesterday's game. All right. Anyway, I'll see you in a bit. I love you all. And yeah, keep it locked at the Just Joe Football Show. And I'm going to go and chill out for a little bit as well. I go watch a film or something, folks. I'm still feeling it. At 35, it's like it takes a lot longer. Go for a lie down for a bit. I'll see you tonight at 8:30. Love you. Peace out now.